We all know that Wonder Woman is set to have her own self-entitled video game that's supposed to be coming out sometime in either 2022 or 2023 for most likely multiple game systems. And as exciting as that sounds, a lot of people are wondering whether or not that opens the door for a potential video game that stars Harley Quinn, who's probably the second most popular female DC character within the franchise. And when you look at Harley Quinn, she's probably one of the most popular figures of the DC universe as it relates to the 20-teens decade. And honestly, you look at like all the stuff she's been a part of, like the Birds of Prey movie from 2020, which is highly successful, which did over $201 million in box office revenue. And then you got the animated series that came out in 2019, which is very fun to watch. I watch it from time to time. Everything about it is pretty cool. The animation, the jokes, the characters, all that stuff is pretty cool. And I think it's something that young adults can easily get into. And then you had the Suicide Squad movie from 2016, which was a box office success. But for whatever reason, a lot of people disliked it. I'm not going to get too deep into that because, it's subjective and people have strong opinions about all that stuff. But either way, I feel like Harley Quinn is just every bit as popular as Wonder Woman is, despite the fact that Wonder Woman's a bigger name that's been around longer, because Harley Quinn is more of an anti-heroine that people can relate to, while Wonder Woman's more of a traditional heroine that I guess feminists really like. And honestly, that whole thing, the whole dynamic, they're like night and day as far as characters are concerned. And everybody has their own preference in terms of what they like. But I do feel that Harley Quinn is every bit as popular as Wonder Woman is. And if Wonder Woman has her own video game starring herself, then there's no reason whatsoever why Harley Quinn shouldn't have her own video game starring herself, because she became very popular to a point where she's had a cultural impact, especially on American society within the past decade. And I feel like a large part of that has to do with the fact that she was a girlfriend of the Joker, who became... Well, he's been popular for decades, but I really feel like the Dark Knight movie from 2008 is what basically drew a lot of interest in basically the Batman character along with the Joker, especially the Joker, because a lot of people think that Heath Ledger played an excellent Joker, and his acting and all that stuff is something that people look back on to this day, and they think very highly of. And seeing that Harley Quinn is affiliated with the Joker, a lot of that popularity and all that momentum kind of rubbed off on her. And pretty much she's like the female version of the Joker when you think about it. So honestly, I feel like a Harley Quinn video game would be very interesting, but it doesn't seem like something that's going to happen anytime in the near future because nothing's been announced on that. But we do know that Harley Quinn is set to make an appearance on the Gotham Knights game, which is set to appear on multiple game consoles sometime in 2022 on a date that has yet to be revealed. But as far as whether or not Harley Quinn deserves her own video game, absolutely. Is it going to happen anytime in the near future? Who knows?